going on, guys? This is Ethan Jaymes. You're watching Rebel Life TV, and be looking out for that Harbor House. It's coming soon.
To see me drown. Yeah, and last night I tuned Smitty's guitar. Didn't lay it down, but she's ready now, you're welcome, pal. It's time to tell him how you felt when you fell in. That's while I'm swimming in this prison by myself and you gon' let me drown. Life guarded by the past, a partly departed half of a heart that passed before we'd ever have. Yeah, what we'd never make, but this is Smitty's guitar now, just let it play.
Today on Rebel Life TV, we got Ethan Jaymes. How you doing?
What's going on, guys?
So let's get into this interview. How long have you been doing music for?
I've been doing music for about 15, 16 years now. Taking it seriously for about the last 7, I'd say 6 or 7 years, with the last 3 years kind of on a hiatus.
You also mentioned to me about your promotion company.
Yeah, I've started a promotion company, More Than Jaymes Promotions, which is, it's like an outlet for Ethan Jaymes music. It's an outlet for other people's art, just an outlet in general for us to curate and put on any kind of event we feel like putting on, really.
Where can they find you? Where can they reach you?
MoreThanJaymes.com. MoreThanJaymes.com.
Ethan Jaymes, is that your name or is it an artist name?
So it's a configuration of my name.
Okay.
So my name's Jaymes Ethan Bonus. That's my legal name.
Okay.
So I took my middle name and my first name, and I came up with Ethan Jaymes. Added the Y. Just thought it'd be easier to separate me from the rest. You know, Ethan Jaymes with a Y is kind of stands out. It's something that if people see and then they see it again, they're gonna have that recognition of the Y. You know.
How did you come up with the name for your promotion company?
So, actually, I was with you. I was in the car one day. I have a song that I wrote back in like 2009 called More Than Everybody's Got. And I was writing like a track list down for one of my earlier EPs on the back of an envelope. And I started writing More Than, and I went to write Everybody's Got. And I realized that the M-O-R and then E kind of started Ethan. And then it was M-O-R Ethan Jaymes was More Than Jaymes. So it's more Ethan Jaymes, or it's More Than Jaymes.
Yep.
So for my music, it's really cool to I'm presenting Ethan Jaymes music, but it is More Than Jaymes. And on that note, your music is More Than Jaymes, and your paintings are More Than Jaymes, and your poetry is More Than Jaymes, and everything you know. So it kind of it snowballed into everything for what I do.
It's crazy how things just fall into place, right?
Yeah, if you let them.
Yeah.
If you wait around long enough and keep focusing on other things.
So where are you from?
I am from small town in Rhode Island, in Newport County, Tiverton.
Oh yeah.
Really small. It's on the border of Little Compton and Fall River, right there in that nook.
Yeah. So could you describe Rhode Island for the viewers?
Yeah, it's pretty diverse. You know, I was lucky enough to grow up. Actually, it's oddly enough I'm going to say this. I was lucky enough to grow up in a broken home, in the sense that half the week I was in Tiverton, and the other half of the week my mother kind of traveled all around the state and found one home here, one home there, one home. So I've seen Providence, you know, I've seen Warren, Barrington area, and they all have their very unique, distinct looks in a very small state. You know, the state is the size of the city of San Diego, and you still have so much going on. You know, as you can see in Providence, all the different cultural festivals that go on, and yeah, it's a lot going on in Providence. Definitely an up and coming city.
So who inspires you in music? Like, who are your inspirations?
Well, like I was saying, nobody from this generation seems to. I mean, not actually. I'll embellish on that, because not nobody, but it's just. good music is getting more and more diluted, just because more and more artists are doing it. But today's music, one person tries to sound like the next person, so it's really tough to get inspired by that. But throwing it back to, like I was saying before, like Eric Clapton really inspired me a lot when I was first picking up music. So now in my habits and in my memories and how I write, I go back to how I first started and the music that I was listening to and the music that inspired me, like The Who, like Tommy, like albums that you can put on from the beginning and you can listen to it to the fucking end. And without having to skip a track, and every time that a song grows and progresses and builds and you know, just changes, it's keeping your attention. And albums where, like, maybe even there is a little bit of scattered mess and it doesn't have that journey, but there is still method to its madness, you know. And there's a reason why a certain song got thrown here, and like some of Sublime's albums did that for me. I mean, they're not up there on like my inspiration per se, but I can listen to a lot of their work from like the self-titled album from start to finish, you know. And I think that's part of my generation, like what you heard.
You said you have an event coming up soon.
I do. We have an event. More Than Jaymes Promotions is putting on dinner and a show at D's in Pawtucket at 447 Mineral Springs Avenue. It's going to be performances by myself and a few of my friends, plus a pop-up shop from Natalia Medina. She's an up-and-coming painter out of Providence. She's dope. It's gonna be really awesome. D's got that BYOB spot, so Valentine's Day, it's kind of perfect. Make the lights down low, a little all-you-can-eat buffet. I'll be on the acoustic guitar doing my thing. It'll be really, real sexual in there. Stuff that I have coming out it's gonna be just a few songs. It's called The Harbor House. And hopefully that's out by Valentine's Day. It'll be out by the 21st, the latest. And that's just like 5 songs, quick little story about my like 9-to-5 job. There's a lot more to it, but I try to write in a style that you can listen to a song and kind of make it your own for the most part. So there is one video that's out for Smitty's guitar. You can find that on YouTube.
Where could they find that when it comes out? Like
iTunes, Spotify, Tidal,
Perfect.
Wherever you can find music, you'll be able to find it by the 21st at the very latest.
Is there anyone from Rhode Island that you would want to work with or collaborate? Maybe they're watching, you know?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Flaw, like, we'll have a lot of work coming out in the near future. I have a different style than everybody, as you'll see when I perform. My style is it's on a different realm than what you hear, especially because you can still connect it to hip hop, but you know how much, you know, who I'd want to work with, who would enhance my project. You know, like. I bring a lot to the table, so I would never want to work with somebody who didn't bring as much to the table, and that's what I can say about my team. They bring everything to the table and then some, you know. And I'd love to work with Passionate. Still, I tried to produce a track for him. We've been back and forth. He says he loves the track. I know he loves the track. He says he loves the track. Then I come back at him, and he's got so much going on. He had all the Team Backpack stuff going on, and now he's on tour. That'll definitely eventually happen. But right now, I'm just working on me, on myself, my art, my progression, my growth, because it's gotten better. It's only getting better.
Could you let them know one more time all the places that they could find your music, websites?
Yes. As far as social medias go, you can find me anywhere under the tag or at More Than Jaymes. And again, that's More Than Jaymes. So that's Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. All those, morethanjaymes.com. Actually, you can head over to morethanjaymes.com right now and read a little article that I just recently wrote about how Flawless and I first started getting going, how we re-met out in California, and it's actually a really cool story. So definitely head over to morethanjaymes.com. That's Jaymes, and read that. And you can just check in there for me. You know, YouTube, Smitty's Guitar. That's the only video I have out there right now. Red Eye and I are in the works to shoot the second and probably the final video for the Harbor House. I might do 2 other small ones, but yeah.
And you have a YouTube channel, you said?
Yeah, it's More Than Jaymes.
More Than Jaymes.
More Than Jaymes.
So look,
everything is
that's
just
where you
the
can
More
find the
Than,
music, the videos.
find it More Than Jaymes. Yeah. Today I woke up undefeated. I see what I need and I need not to see anyway. But she does what she pleases. And if you're really undersigned, then you wouldn't throw the beach in my shoes. And saying things she doesn't mean, then she says that's the wrong way to read it. Well, then I got that look in my eyes, and so she started to stare. So I went